In the beginning, we discussed Laravel's command line interface, Artisan, which is located within the project root of the application as your Artisan file right here. Even though it has no PHP extension, it is actually a PHP script and is executed via the PHP command. Laravel provides many built-in commands that can be accessed and executed through Artisan. We can view a list of available commands using the Artisan list command. Now, since we are using Docker, we need to execute this command from the application container because our application runs in a Docker container. We're also using Laravel Sail, which simplifies the execution of commands by sort of proxying them to the application's Docker container. So if you notice, if we try to run PHP artisan list here, we're going to get error that PHP is not found. That's because we're not running this command in the Docker container where the PHP is actually installed. So to do that, we can run it using the vendor bin sail command, and then we can do artisan list. We hit enter, and as you can see, it works. Alternatively, we could start an interactive bash shell session for our running container using the docker exec command. So we'll run docker exec-it container name bash. Hit enter, and then we are connected to our container and we can run artisan commands directly. So we can do php artisan list and it still works. Now there is an easier way to start the bash shell session for the running container using Laravel Sail, because Sail provides a shortcut so you don't have to remember the entire docker exec command to open up a shell. You can simply do vendor bin sail and then type shell, and this is going to basically do the same thing. Then again, we can run php artisan list, and as you can see, it still works. Notice that when we used the sail command to run the artisan list, we did not need to prefix the command with PHP. We did not do vendor bin sail php artisan list. That's because the sail handles this detail behind the scenes. We don't need to explicitly call PHP before the command when proxying it using sail. Alright, so returning to the list command, the output here displays available commands with their descriptions. You don't need to memorize all of them, that's why we have the list command so that you can see what's available. Later we're going to explore how to create custom commands, but if we scroll up here, we can see the usage example and the options. For more details on a specific command, you can use the help option. So we can do something like php artisan list.h, and this basically gives us the extra information about the specific command. Now we have the help for the list command, and it's explaining that artisan list just lists all of the commands. You can also display the commands for a specific namespace and so on, and then you can format it and so on. We can also do php artisan list and then get this in the markdown format by passing md as an option. So we can do format md, and as you can see, we get the list of commands in markdown format. Let's run another command. So let's run a command to list all the routes. So we'll do php artisan route list. Let's hit enter, and let me actually make this bigger so that we can see it better on the screen. As you can see, this displays list of available routes. Now in this command, this colon here, whatever is on the left kind of serves as like a namespace to group the common commands under similar or same namespace. So we may have more commands related to routing, so we can do something like php artisan route and hit enter. And then we can see that we have available commands for the route, which are the route cache, route clear, and route list. It's essentially letting us know that the route itself command doesn't exist, but we do have a route namespace that has 3 commands on it. And that's what we see in here. We can also do php artisan list and then specify a route as the namespace that we want to locate all the commands that have the route as the namespace. So we hit enter and we get these options. We can do list config, and we're going to get the commands for the config. If we wanted to know more about a specific command, then we can do php artisan config cache and do -h, and this should give us more information about that specific command. So if we scroll up, we see the description. It creates a cache file for faster configuration loading. The usage is config:cache, and some options and so on. Let's run the route list command again, hit enter, and we have these two routes. Now, if we open the web.php, which has our routes, we see that we are only registering a single route here, which is this. So where is this coming from? When we run the artisan route list command, it is going to list all the routes that are available in the application, including the ones that are registered within the vendor directory. Because you might be using some packages that register their own routes that are available within your application. We can exclude those routes and only show the routes that are defined within your application specifically. So the ones that you define within web.php, for example. So we can do that by running php artisan route list with except vendor option. Let's hit enter. And as you can see, now it no longer shows us the vendor specific routes. So with these artisan commands, we're basically telling PHP to execute the artisan script, which then bootstraps the application and routes our console request to the appropriate command. And all that happens within this artisan.php. As you remember, this is where we load this application, get the application instance, we run the handle command, which basically uses the console kernel to run the command. In the next episode, we're going to talk about another cool feature called Tinker. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Until next time, happy coding.